Hello, my name is Danny, and welcome back to another episode of Bitches with Books. This week, I'm continuing the discussion on Poisonwood Bible by Barbara Kingsolver. And if you love this book, and you should, then I highly recommend Prodigal Summer by Barbara Kingsolver. It features a similar trade-off between voices like you see in Poisonwood Bible, but instead it focuses on the natural world and femininity. It's a great read. Last week, Elizabeth focused on sisterhood, which is crucial to the story. This week, I'm going to talk about politics, which many would argue is the story. In the story, you'll read all about the tension, the violence, the confusion that any country experiences after colonialism and what post-colonialism really looks like. The Poisonwood Bible focuses on the Congo's struggle to win its independence through the eyes of missionaries from the West, or the US. The novel starts with Nathan Price, and you read all about his arrogance in believing that his beliefs, his faith, his way of life is the ideal way to find enlightenment. He has an immense amount of scorn for the natives of the village he's working in, and he's an abusive father to his family. He is basically an arrogant asshole. There's no nice way to put it. He's despicable. So naturally, Nathan Price represents the US and our own arrogance in believing that we could assassinate the leader of the Congo and replace that leader with our own puppet. Basically, we were assholes too. The women of the family left that village and Nathan Price. You get new symbols of how the West and the US dealt with third world countries. We have Rachel, who refuses to see her role in the destruction and instability facing the Congo. To husband, and despite living as a minority in a different part of the world than her home, she's still a racist and extremely unpleasant to natives of the place that she lives in now. Rachel is blind to her guilt. Leah, who responds to the problems facing her and the Congo by finding true love in Anatoly, his country, its language, and its people. She fights as an activist to work against the problems that her own native country, the US, has brought upon the Congo. But despite her noble efforts, she still finds that she is an outsider living in the Congo for much of the story. She works to remediate her guilt by being an activist and working to right the wrongs that have been brought upon the country. Ada, who works to understand the current situations and problems facing the Congo through analytical endeavors by studying the history and sociology of the place. She hopes that through better understanding she can find solutions to the problems facing the Congo now, and more importantly, prevent future missteps from happening. Ada faces her guilt straight on. So what do we gain from these perspectives? I gain the understanding that we must first acknowledge our country and our own guilt at the way the world finds itself today. Politics are not just far-off ideas that don't affect us. The way we vote, the way we hold our leaders accountable, the way we discuss the world and current events are important. We can work to understand the political climate that we find ourselves in, and we can work to change it for the better. But it takes all of us being aware and not paralyzed by our guilt in order to effect real change and create the global peace that we all hope to see. Right, that's all I have this week. Next month, Elizabeth and I will be doing fairy tales, but with a twist. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of that awesomeness. If you want to find out more about what I'm doing when I'm not on YouTube, make sure you check out my blog at esotericmoment.com. Over there you can read a review of Crave the Night by Laura Adrian. This will be review through librarything.com. Well, hope you guys enjoyed the political look at the Poisonwood Bible. Hope to see you again next week.